Chapter 21:21. Alex looked at Watanabe with a look of excitement and eagerness. He tapped his finger on the table twice and said with a smile, "Mr. Watanabe, I never say anything that is unsure. If I can't cure it, of course, I won't say it." Watanabe was immediately excited and blurted out, "Mr. Anderson, if you can really cure me, no matter what the conditions are, I will agree." For Watanabe, although he was not as rich as Takehiko, he was still one of China's top rich. After having so much money, making money had long ceased to be his first motivation in life. His first motivation was to enjoy life. Ironically, when it came to enjoying life, he had lost the body to enjoy life. For Watanabe, this kind of pain was an unbearable burden. However, this kind of hidden disease often had nothing to do with the amount of money or power and resources. No matter how rich he was, that place could not be used and no one could save him. Alex looked at Watanabe at this time, smiled lightly, and pointed to Takehiko Ito. "Mr. Watanabe, for the face of Mr. Ito and the reason you just promised to cooperate with Miss Adair, I can cure your hidden illness. But I have another request." Watanabe was very excited. "If you have any requests, please mention them." Alex gave a hum and said, "It's the terms of cooperation between you and Miss Adair, and make a little more concession." Watanabe nodded repeatedly and couldn't wait to say, "How to make concessions? You decide the terms." Alex smiled and said, "In this way, both of you will contribute capital at a ratio of 5-5, but the equity will be distributed at a ratio of 6-4. In other words, Miss Adair's Adair Group has to own 60% of the equity in the joint venture. Do you have any questions?" As soon as Alex said this, Takehiko was stunned, and he thought to himself, "Alex is too ruthless, right? Is this person always so ruthless? When he opens his mouth, it's 5 investment, and 6 for equity. He directly takes away 10% of the shares. Moreover, this is not a project of several hundred million. For a steel company, the investment is at least 20 to 30 billion. Taking 10% of the shares means 2 to 3 billion. However, Watanabe nodded without hesitation and said, "Mr. Anderson, as long as you can heal me, I have no objection to your conditions." In the past few years, Watanabe had exhausted all his patience and hope while seeking medical advice everywhere. Before he saw Alex, he already had a very clear understanding that even if he had to give up 10% or even 20% of his personal assets, as long as he could regain the meaning and pleasure of being a man, he would agree without hesitation. After money reaches a certain amount, it is just a number without much practical significance. However, his own male prowess was half the joy of a man's entire life. Giving up 10% of the shares in exchange for the other half of life's joy was absolutely worth it. Alex nodded slightly and said, "I have medicine here. You can take it, and it will take effect." After that, he looked at Takehiko again and said, "Mr. Ito also helped me and Ms. Adair a lot this time. I said before that I would help you adjust your body before leaving. Mr. Ito will receive treatment together." As soon as Takehiko heard this, his heart was immediately excited. He thought to himself, "From the changes before and after my daughter Xingshi, I can see Alex's supernatural powers. The injury my daughter suffered back then was helpless to all top doctors, yet Alex cured it. If even my daughter's injuries can be cured, how could Alex not be able to treat my weak physique?" Thinking of this, he hurriedly said, "Mr. Anderson, thank you so much." Alex smiled indifferently and said, "Wait a moment, I will prepare the medicine."